All your dogs getting buried. Play with all this nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Nigga, boom!
You're watching Pantheon live on
What
YouTube.
happened to the countdown?
It's
There's
not
no
live.
countdown.
It's not live on mine.
It says up top.
live.
It says 13 seconds, 14 seconds live. Let me go on
We
my phone
live.
and make sure we are actually live.
We live, baby.
Make sure you like the stream for this unprofessionalism.
Yeah, because it's not on my. Mine still says that. Mine still says upcoming.
Yeah, because you're on Central Time.
No water.
What?
Yeah, get up with me. For sure.
What is going on?
I hope you came with 3 switches. It's smelly mel if I had. Yeah, I don't see it either, Chill.
Now,
yes, I do.
There it is. There we are.
We up.
Took a while.
We up. We live now, baby.
It's live, pal.
Wait, where was it? Is live where?
On my phone.
We live now, baby.
Oh shit!
It's live.
Oh, it is live. It wasn't live on my phone. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Oklahoma internet slow.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, never that. Oh, what's up, everybody? This fine evening, Marcus, Chill, the Pantheon. We are going to be talking the talk tonight. There's a lot of things going on. The draft obviously was last night. That we all kind of knew. I knew. At least I feel like we should have known Bronny was going to the Lakers. I mean, LeBron put that in the ether, and when he says it, it happens. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about. I did want to talk about the Letitia Wright deal over her interview with The View, and then this new thing that came out from Alex from the Cosmic Circus talking about BP3. I know Marcus wants to talk a little Eyes of Wakanda. We're going to go over the Johnathan Majors Perseverance speech and react to that and give our thoughts on that. And we'll also talk about Baylon Skoll being recast in the Green Lantern series. So we'll get into all these things, maybe some more this evening. But Marcus, since last time we saw you, how are you doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing okay. Doing good.
What do you think about what Groovy just said?
Uh-oh. Is that Spectrum Internet? Hey. Chill out. First of all, this ain't even my platform. Don't come for me. Okay?
He's paying attention.
Chill. How have you been?
Man, I've been pretty all right. Just editing a Black Panther Blood Hunt review with Mark and Blue, and then stopping just to talk to you guys, just for you. I stopped the editing process just for you, Pantheon.
Oh, well, we definitely appreciate that. Thank you. I was edited a video yesterday, the one I put out, and it took me all day to edit it because, I work from home, so I'm answering phones, but my office is a completely different room than this, so I'm going back and forth, editing for like 4 minutes. The phone rings, I'm running back in there, then going back in here for 4 minutes. That took me 20 hours. I was so mad. I was like, nah, this is why I hate editing.
And it's never rewarding. You don't know if you'll get 100 views or 1,000 views.
Yes. That's why I just like throwing that shit up there. Like, just whatever. If it's unedited, okay. But yeah, no, I prefer live streams because it's just easier. It's easier. Trying to give Corey a second, but we can go talk about the Green Lantern series first. Do you have an article for that, Jill?
Sure.
Yeah, where do we want to read from? John, or it's called Lanterns.
Yeah, Lanterns, and it is starring Jon Stewart and is it Hal? Is it Hal? Okay, it is Hal. It is Hal, starring Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Let's read our favorite variety from Adam B. Very.
Yeah.
Let's see. I used to have a view that we could get all 3 of us on the side. That's not it.
That was just there. Oh, there we go.
Better. And so it says, the Green Lantern's light is officially ready to shine again. HBO has officially picked up Lanterns, the first live-action series created expressly for DC Studios under co-chairman, co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. Never forget the Peter Safran, everybody.
I do.
But you shouldn't, because he handles all the administrative stuff, and James Gunn keeps it strictly creative. These two-headed monsters are what we need. Star Wars and Kathleen Lucasfilm needs to do this too when they rid themselves of that one.
Her
contract is up this year.
She's taking Lucasfilm with her.
The series has been given an 8-episode straight to series order by HBO with Chris Mundi, the True Detective Night Country, and what's that show there? Ozark, serving as showrunner and executive producer. Does that mean it's going to be binge or does that mean it's going to be weekly? Because it's Ozark.
Ooh, who knows?
I bet it's. I don't know. Probably weekly. Most of the HBO shows are weekly.
I wouldn't mind weekly on this. Honestly, though, the cast behind the camera on this show is beefed. It is really beefed up. Like, I know people don't really jive with Tom King or like that. He's still a very talented writer. And then to be working in tandem with Damon Lindelof, I feel like we're going to get some really good stuff. And then thinking about that, the dialogue is going to be tight because the showrunner is the same person that did Ozark. So I'm very confident in the technical parts of this television show. I just hope that they don't lean too far into the very obvious dynamics of black guy, white guy. You know, you just don't need it. I don't think you need it. I think this show exists by itself on some pretty strong legs. And honestly, if I had to pick something television-wise that's coming out from DC, and that includes Colin Farrell's Penguin here coming up soon, I think I quite honestly believe Lanterns has the best chance to succeed.
Yeah, I agree. Jon Stewart, I could be biased, but is the more interesting Lantern in my opinion. I like Hal a lot.
You ain't biased. You just got eyes.
I like Hal.
Eyeballs.
He's no Jon Stewart.
Everybody knows who the most interesting Lantern is. Now we also know who the most perpetuated Lantern is.
Yeah.
Those are not the same thing. I will concede that to you.
But
we all know who the most interesting Lantern is, and it's not even close.
I agree.
With James Gunn hiring Nathan Fillion for Guy Gardner, that's the most interesting.
I love Nathan Fillion too. I hate him for doing that. I love Nathan Fillion, but again, he's playing Hal Jordan, and the last guy who got up to play Hal Jordan was the worst superhero movie ever created. And so, like,
wait, who's playing Hal? I thought Fillion was playing Guy.
Is it Guy Gardner or Hal? I thought we said it was Hal Jordan.
Guy Gardner is who we will play in a Superman movie.
Yeah. He's the Lantern showing up in the Superman film.
Yeah,
Hal Jordan's in the Superman film is going to be Guy Gardner in the TV show.
No, Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion is in the Superman film. Hal Jordan is in the series.
Sorry, got it.
And you can see already who's movie quality and who's TV quality. We may be over here squabbling over the two lesser Lanterns.
You know what? I'll say this. I don't know who the actor is that's going to play Jon Stewart in the television show. I just really get the feeling, even though it's silver screen versus small screen, I really get the feeling a Lantern's going to get some buzz off of one of these projects, and it's not going to be Nathan Fillion. Sure. And it's not going to be Nathan Fillion, even though, that's an actor that I love and have loved for a long time. Hate the fact that Uncharted casted goddamn Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. It absolutely should have been Fillion. But he's playing a character that people don't really give a shit about. It's not. Well, let me say this: there are older comic book fans that are used to Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner that will religiously follow them for loyalty reasons and for other reasons, right? I still think that in the age of digital media, the most visible, if not for anything other than an animated television show, is Jon Stewart. So even though your boy Fillion is going to be on the big screen, he's going to be secondary, third-dairy to Corn Sweat and Lex. So it's not like he's going to get a spot in that project the same that he's going to get in Lanterns.
We'll see what level he's on. And yeah, because it's a TV show on the Lanterns, as opposed to a cameo in a Superman movie, maybe that means something.
I'm just saying.
Mr. Terrific's cameo, I would like to result in another movie called Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, did y'all hear girl Randolph's
I did.
That's why I tied my hair back before the stream. I wasn't trying to make any statements at all.
Yo, I'm like, damn, my afro is political. Better get your ass on. God
Bruh,
damn. She
that's
said
what I
it's a little
said.
black power. That shit supposed to be-
Yeah, she said it's a little black and blue power for me, but I was
It's a
like,
little black power, a little too political for her.
I was like, the fuck is she talking about?
Grace Randolph doesn't put an ounce of seasoning on her food.
No, not an
If
ounce.
that was
Not an ounce.
political to her, an afro, like the hair growing out of his head, the way
Naturally.
that it does. Is
She puts fruit in her
political.
potato salad.
Omnidirectionally even. There's no altercations done to it. That is just, you don't go to a barber for a few
She
weeks.
acted
That's
like
what
my
you
man
look like.
had a Black Panther fist hanging out the back of his fro or something. She eats mayonnaise sandwiches. That is.
She was
crazy.
like, yeah, it could be a little more sexy and cool for me, but you know. It's just like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Golly.
Which would mean black isn't sexy.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
What picture of Mr. Terrific is she pointing to? Because every picture of Mr. Terrific I seen had the little high top, the little mini high top joint going on.
and no pun intended, the shit looks terrific. Like, I'm not even like, he looks great. He really does.
Y'all
And
like orange sweatsuit?
I think it's gonna look better in post and editing.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
You
like
don't? I don't mind it. I don't, especially the back, the behind the back shot we got of the cape. I thought that's.
I am not a fan. I don't understand what the why we're doing like the combat cuts. Like he's an alien. He doesn't need the Under Armour padding. Like we don't. He's Superman. If any being in the universe doesn't need extra padding, it's Superman. And
Yeah.
plus, Corn Sweat looked like he did some work. Like he's got juice.
He
He's
definitely
big.
did some work. Yeah.
Oh,
He-
so he physically the man fits the part. All of the divots and the padding, the shoulders, the abs. I just don't understand why we need that shit.
No, I agree.
Now,
I mean,
it
I
does
do agree with the
look similar to
cuts.
The cartoon that they got going on right now. I will say that it's accurate. It's
Is it what is that? The my friend Superman or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Is that good?
I've seen a few episodes. It's okay. It's all right. Nothing that
Is
I
it
need
like
to
Kitty,
revisit.
or is it like?
Not quite invincible. Maybe like Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't. We got it on the triceps, on the shoulders, pecs.
Yeah, the cuts. It does look a little Eternals like.
Hater. So maybe don't take my opinion too seriously.
You don't like soups. You don't like Kal-El.
I think Superman is a walking trope in itself. If Mary Sue is a trope, then Superman is a trope.
That's
Kal-El.
our Cleveland rivalry with Columbus.
Like I think Superman was created as the picture perfect ideal for the Aryan race, and that's what they ended up with, is a impervious alien who saves all of Earth, and the only thing that can stop him is some prehistoric rock that only exists in Lex Luthor's safe. So it's way too tropey for me to get on a Superman. Now there have been good Superman movies. I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a good movie.
This is a good.
But just him as a character is always just like, all right.
Yeah,
Doesn't have
it is a.
any weaknesses, no vulnerabilities, really.
Have you seen the clip? I think it's from Injustice. I don't know which DC cartoon animated film it is, but it's when Batman punches him and shatters or breaks his wrist, and then they're arguing. Batman punches him.
Oh
in the
yeah.
face.
It was I don't think it was Injustice. I think it was or it might have been Injustice. Yeah, it was Injustice.
Crisis. Was it Crisis? Injustice. Crisis. Okay.
Yeah. Crisis.
One of those. One of those with the new animation style.
Batman
Yep.
punches
And-
him for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
punches
like he
him.
got mad at him and just punched him out of instinct and broke his hand.
And it's funny, they're arguing before he punches him. So being Batman, Superman goes, talk to him like a kid. Let me see it. Let me see it. Then he X-rays it and says, "Oh, it's just a hairline
it was
fracture."
Injustice. You know why? Because that was right after Lois got killed.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it was Injustice.
I didn't like that film. I was not a fan of that animated.
That was one of the. Oh, you talk about the animation. Story-wise, that was one of the
story-wise.
things that I actually liked. I was like, okay, they're treating Superman like a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Story-wise, it was good.
Behind that Man of Steel cape and see Homelander for a second. You know what I mean? Everybody knows there's a Homelander behind Superman. Batman knows it. We just never really got to see it other than Injustice.
Yeah, other than Injustice. Yep. Yeah, the Lantern series I am excited for. That is something I, when it was announced, especially when it was announced it was going to be, following John. So I was definitely happy for that. So I'm ready for it. I'm glad that it's something that's still happening. I think that James Gunn is a shitty company runner. I think he's a better director than anything. I don't think he's doing a good job of running the company. The reason I say that is because the picture that he released of Superman's suit, of him getting ready, putting his boots on one at a time, that shit was trash. That was a terrible first reveal. Yeah, like if the first reveal would have been maybe these behind the scenes photos, maybe the reception might have been a little bit better. But you've got Buddy putting on his boots one at a time while the world is on fire behind him, as if this is like, he's like, oh, well.
Gotta go save these motherfuckers again.
Yeah, and the look on his face, I'm just like, I don't know if that was the best marketing move. But
he had everything handled. That's why he was so dejected. And he's moving really fast. You guys don't get it. That picture was more better than these little images where he's not even making a pose or anything.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer the initial release to these. I thought these looked whack.
Really? I really like these.
Mr. Terrific was good. Superman wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, in these pictures, the set photos, I thought they looked whack too. I did wrong.
Really? I'm waiting to see what it looks like in the post. I want to see it tightened up because it's baggy on him right now. Like the trunks are kind of, baggy and shit. Like tighten that up, get him right, boost the muscles a little more if you got to. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm ready for it. I am ready for that film. Before we end the DC top conversation, I do want to ask this. This was asked on Twitter. Who do you think wins? I think I've asked y'all this before. Who wins July 2025? Is it Superman or the Fantastic Four?
Superman.
You think so? I said the same thing.
The MCU bump doesn't exist anymore. Quantumania makes $400 million. Cap Marvel 2 makes $200 million. What are we talking about anymore?
I said the same thing. I said Soups takes it. I mean, it's a DC film. It's Superman. You've got not just Superman. You've got all these cameos in it. And it's supposed to reboot the franchise and all this kind of stuff like that. Imagine when now, don't get me wrong, Marvel can juice this shit up too. Imagine when the first Fantastic Four trailer comes out. What if that shit is... But what if that shit for Superman is too,
All right. I thought about it for a second. Here's what I came up with. So, first of all, I understand that the Marvel bump doesn't exist anymore. Their reputation is absolutely shot. So, yes, absolutely. DC does not have a dissimilar disposition either. Like they're not in a great place. They're not in a great place with Superman, right? Like the fandom that they left hanging on a cliff forever and finally released on HBO Max during COVID. I don't think that was enough to solidify DC as knowing what to do with Superman. I don't think anyone has definitively said in that camp they're doing Superman right since Man of Steel. Since then, we've got Batman v Superman, we've gotten the Snyder Cut, we've gotten a lot of stuff. We've got Justice League movie. We've got a lot of iterations of Henry Cavill Superman that were not great. So they are under similar pressure to deliver on a flagship title like Superman, just like Marvel is with Fantastic Four.
167 million.
I see it. I know.
Wait, what is that? The first?
That wasn't MCU. That was Fox. So they.
Oh, that one was trash too, though. And then that was not coming off the heels, but it wasn't like people forgot the first two Fantastic Four films that Fox did either. After those weren't good. I went back and I rewatched those not too long ago because they're on Disney Plus. It's not that they're not bad. They're not good either, but they're also just like, there's just some cringy shit in it. It's the early 2000s. It's a superhero film, so it was just like, what the fuck?
I think they're both kind of in a similar spot where they have these flagship titles that should be printing money, right? But they've laid dormant for a while. they've left the fan base a little bit disaffected, and so now they have to deliver. So it really just comes down to who do I trust more to deliver on high expectations, James Gunn or Kevin Feige? And right now is really the battle of the bastards because neither one of them are doing great.
I agree. I agree.
Only for the sake that I think Fantastic Four has a better cast in terms of star power.
I'll agree there on star power. I'll definitely agree there on star power.
Only on star power. Because that's going to drive a lot of what the audience is coming for because they're not confident in what's coming out. They are not confident in what either one of these studios are putting out.
So let's think. What before we even, because DC has nothing else before, like Superman starts their entire thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Superman starts everything.
Creature
in
Commandos
the films, yeah, you're right. Creature Commandos. Film wise, Superman starts the takeoff for the DC reboot.
Yes, but there's Peacemaker. Yes, but there's Blue Beetle, which is supposed to be considered canon, and so
it is.
Suicide Squad from James Gunn is considered canon also.
It's season two of Peacemaker's canon. Season 1, he said it's not.
Yeah,
right. He said this a few days ago on Twitter.
Sorry, I should have just went on with what you're trying to say. Yes,
same characters.
It's not canon. That doesn't make sense.
It's a multiverse where people look the same. It's just a different universe. Okay.
No, but he's literally saying we're in the same universe because it's season 2 of the same show.
Yeah, I think that's just to get around seasons and contracts and stuff. But the creative continuity of it all, fictionally, no, it's a brand new universe.
They better not reference anything that happened in the first season.
They can't mention the Aquaman and Flash meeting up in the finale.
Oh no, they can't do that. So, but after that, I mean, Superman is the next DC film coming out, and like we don't have anything before it. So, Marvel, on the other hand, has things before Fantastic Four to kind of maybe reinvigorate. Deadpool is definitely going to put a fire under some people's asses. People are already saying it's saving the MC. I don't think that, but it's going to be a fun enough film to where some people are going to be like, "Oh, Marvel's back," you know. And then what's after Deadpool? Nothing comes out after that. That's the only Marvel project this year. But then 2025,
Falcon: Brave New World.
Yes, because Fantastic Four is not first. It's not the first film, I don't think, that comes out. I think Brave New World is. So you're going to have Brave New World, and depending on how that shit goes. Thunderbolts, depending on how that shit goes. So really, maybe they could not be in a good spot. You got Brave New World and Thunderbolts before that shit. So maybe not. Because I don't expect Thunderbolts to be good at all. I just don't. I don't expect that to be good.
They're still shooting that movie. I can't put my head around it. Ghost, Ileana, or not Ileana. What is her name? Natasha's sister.
Yes, Yelena.
Exactly.
Yelena. Red Guardian.
Oh,
like this ensemble.
Checking for these characters.
This group.
Bucky.
Fighting Sentry.
John Carter. Who's checking for them?
Dreyfus.
The TV shows they were on, let alone a movie starring them.
That's why they're calling it Dark Avengers. The name change will happen, everybody, and that'll make you interested.
Ew.
It would have if they had Giancarlo Esposito play Norman Osborn.
I was gonna say if Norman was involved, then yeah.
If they were doing a Dark Reign storyline with Giancarlo, because and the only reason why I'm making this pairing is because now Homeboy then picked up on my idea. I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays Ned Leeds in the newest Spider-Man trilogy, right?
Jacob Babylon.
He literally wants to play Hobgoblin. I said this shit 3 years ago. I think people really be watching the pod. But I said that shit. I was like, he should play Hobgoblin. He should be the Hobgoblin because Harry's obviously not going to come in for some reason or another, probably some contractual shit. He should play Hobgoblin. And lo and behold, I was watching that guy, Chris Peralta. He does the YouTube videos, whatever. He's like, Ned Leeds actually did play Hobgoblin in the comic books for a brief stint, blah, blah, you know, just kind of fucking Googling comic shit. But the guy wants to be Hobgoblin. It would make sense for that to be like his uncle or dad. Dad is a bit of a stretch, maybe, but relative. You know what I mean? We needed Norman Osborn in there to do this, do it right.
Have you seen the? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. How do you spell his last name?
I don't know, but John Paul says there's a debate. Is the American president's debating right now?
It is, and before we get into that, I was just going to say I've been telling everybody when this debate was announced, when we knew this debate was coming, I'm not endorsing Biden nor Trump, but I said it is idiotic of Biden's party to send that man on stage in a debate with Donald Trump. He's going to, and he's destroying him. Hold on, let me just show you this really quick. I just bookmarked this on Twitter. This shit is hilarious. It's hilarious, but it's also not funny. It's also
I'm
like
gonna watch it back when we
the
get off of here.
bedtime.
I expect to see a couple gaffes on both sides.
Yeah, it's hold on.
But you know, they had that man in Camp David for the last 3 weeks practicing. They done shot him full of every drug to get his mind straight. There is no man. So if he still can't do it, that should really let y'all know something about what's going on in the White House, amongst anything else that's going on around the world, Congo, Ukraine, outside. Y'all should really be concerned.
Just recognize that state as for existing. What, sir?
Yes,
Did you just? Oh, goodness, you would never make it as a candidate.
Oh no. Yeah, ask Jamal.
Okay, here it is. Let me show y'all this shit. This is hilarious. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's like, oh fuck, it's the United States. We are in trouble.
There's gonna be stats like who got to speak 60% to 40% possession, like it's a soccer match.
Here, let me share my
crowd in there. That's what's really messing me up. Like they don't even really have any jeopardy of making a gaffe that people are going to react to in real time that they can hear. No crowd. It's just a closed room with the.
Listen to this shit. Listen.
Uh-oh.
Wait, can y'all hear it?
No.
Nah.
Damn.
Okay,
That's not it. It's in my. Hold on. I'm gonna tag you. Chill.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Forgot your hats on, brother.
I know, brother. I know. It's been a day. Oh, you can't just press enter. I'm just fucking up all around. Okay.
All right, let's find it. We'll set up there. Play.
It's hilarious. Is it playing?
Yeah.
Is it up? Are you presenting right now? I still see the other screen. Actor is that's gonna.
Oh, my bad. My mistake. Yeah. Sorry. Let's do it again.
Okay, now listen to this shit, Mark.
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look.
Oh my God.
If we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
With
What?
COVID.
This man. We finally beat Medicare.
He didn't say we beat Medicare. That's not what he said. Oh no. Go back.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
No, play it and play the whole thing. Hold on.
With the COVID.
Look at Trump's face.
Dealing with everything we have to do with. Look. If we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
Nah, see, it's on CNN. Whoever said thank you, President Biden, was saving him.
No,
This dude over here, Joe Biden is just a robot. He's been practicing
He's
too.
malfunctioning.
Donald Trump has been practicing. Oh, when he does these stupid things, we know they're gonna do the side by side
Just
screen.
look at
I
him.
gotta
Yep,
look at him like a
look at
weirdo.
He said,
Like, I was feeling bad for Joe in that minute. Like, God damn.
oh no, but see, I've been telling people all week, bro, this is the Biden administration is stupid. There's no way. I understand he has to debate. I understand it's a part of the campaign and all that kind of stuff. He has to, but I'm sorry.
I think they set it up as slanted as they possibly could. And it's not like they going up against a formidable foe and debating. Like, he's a showman who doesn't have a show to put on. He's in an empty room with just you and the moderators.
That's true.
It should be a layup. It should be a layup. They did everything they could to make it easy for my man.
It should be
My
a
man,
layup. The only issue is when we've got
we defeated Medicare.
yeah, and then we've got our president. This is the same president who's fallen off his bike 3 times prior to this debate, and you know, fallen asleep during at certain events and things like that. There needs to be a cap, just like there's a certain age limit to enter the race. There needs to be a certain age limit. Once you can't do it anymore.
No, I don't think there needs to be a cap because I would hate for a qualified 80-year-old who's got it. You know, people live up to 100. What needs to happen is the party needs to not be idiotic and produce candidates. They had 4 years to do this. Produce a viable candidate who could have taken over.
That's true too. You could have done that. Got a better candidate that could have taken over. Because Joe just was Joe in 2020.
So bad. And if he doesn't come back and do another one, which I would just not recommend at all. But if he doesn't, it's going to read as this went so bad that now he's running from debates. He has to get from now until November without doing another debate because this shit went so bad.
I can't wait to watch it. He said, Medicare.
We defeated Medicare. When were we fighting Medicare?
Oh, you didn't know we was fighting Medicare and COVID in 2020.
When were we fighting Medicare?
Oh,
you
that's
won.
funny.
You beat it. There's no Medicare in America.
You dropped a 2,000-pound bound on Medicare.
See, that's that shit that worries me. I don't want him to wake up one night and have flashbacks and go fucking launch a nukes and shit. You know, what war was he in? Forgot what war he was in. This motherfucker's old. Just put it that way. He's old. He has seen some shit. But anyway, that's funny. Next thing.
This is news to me, hearing that he was in a war and he's not a draft dodger like Trump was. That's something.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Did he serve?
He served. Biden served.
His son served. He served too.
He did. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Majors. Let's pull up his speech. So Majors was obviously, we all know this, was awarded the Perseverance Award is it put on by BET? Am I saying that right?
Hollywood Unlocked put it on, and Hollywood Unlocked aired on Zeus TV. Now,
okay.
The Zeus Network. I don't see the Zeus's, footage of it. I just have a 17-minute camera phone footage of it.
Yeah, that's all there is. I haven't seen any legitimate footage from this.
Yeah, where did they air it? That's a good question.
What is Zeus
TV?
The fuck is Zeus TV?
It's that one that the Storm Power guy, the Vine people created a platform.
So wait. It's only on. It didn't air anywhere else, but just Zeus, like exclusively on Zeus.
Yeah, it's for Zeus.
Damn, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't even
on YouTube or something. Like who the hell
yeah.
is Zeus?
Is Zeus that thing where all those like Viners did like a reality show, like those black Viners?
Right now, they have a television show with Blueface's mother, Rick Ross's ex-girl, his baby mother, and Black China's mom.
Oh Lord!
They all got a show together on Zeus. That's also where Natalie
with 10 views
goes.
Getting 10 views a week. Nobody subscribed to Zeus.
Because I definitely don't have no Zeus.
Motherfuckers that subscribe to Peacock before they subscribe to Zeus, and yeah, Tubi.
I definitely have a Peacock.
Yeah, I have it for George Lopez show. That's yeah.
Got it for Bel Air.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bel Air is on there too. That's right. All right, yeah. Let's hear. Now this is 17 minutes. Are we doing this whole? Are we listening to this whole thing?
He talked for 17 minutes.
He talked for 17 minutes.
The damn rub hug by Yala Yazvant was about 6.5 minutes as it was.
Rubbing whatever she was rubbing off him. Why was she rubbing that man like that?
I don't know, man. It just made it real cringeworthy. Like, just let the man get up there.
Yeah.
What is this?
But one of the things too, the misinformation all on Twitter, like people saying, "What are you getting an award for beating women for?" What woman did this man beat? What woman did this man beat?
I'm like, getting an award for beating women. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, people are like, he persevered abuse, or not. That's not what someone said. Someone said he persevered domestic violence,
Through
but he
DV
was the
charges.
abuser. Yeah, I'm like, that's like y'all are misinformed. Right.
Bro, you already wiping my ball. On about your business.
It's just
Why
good
does
optics.
she feel like she's the mother to the community?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I know what to say first. First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
You gotta thank God.
Got to do that.
Gotta thank God.
Next, I want to thank our brother, Jason. Please.
I think this
And
is
how
part
it
of
was
the
unlocked.
video. Get up there and thank me. Make sure you thank me now, Johnathan.
Maybe we didn't introduce the topic properly. Critical Mass said, "What is this?" Berta says, "What is happening?" So he was offered the Perseverance Award from Hollywood Unlocked. It's an annual award show that they do, and Johnathan Majors, who was done dirty by the system, is being recognized by his peers now. And we're not in a fantasy world that Rolling Stone tried to create, and it's just everyone who gets it is here. And now he's talking about what he persevered.
You have created a true lasting impact that has catalyzed change in our culture, in our world, etc., etc., etc. We need you, brother. I need you. We need you, brother. We thank you.
I understand why he said that. He's grateful. I get that.
Woo! I'm a little nervous. I'm ready.
I thought that too, Bird. I thought you was talking about the cringe.
And I mean here, like,
But this is how she was doing it. She was like,
and I'm more happy and encouraged to be here with y'all. I reckon folks want to know about, this last year. As a black man in the criminal justice system, I felt anger, I felt sadness, hurt, surprise. When they snatched me up out of my apartment in handcuffs, I didn't feel like all that. I didn't feel like Johnathan Majors, Mr. Creed, Mr. Kane. No, I felt like
Mr.
Can y'all
Kane.
hear me okay? Let me speak up. I felt like a little scared, weak boy. Despite the support and the evidence that was in my favor, I knew she was bad. It was bad because of who I was and what I am. And this is what happens to black people all too often. Guilt by innocence often have little to do with the outcome. It's a harsh reality I learned. But I knew black men face this every day. It deeply impacts us, changes the way we navigate through the world. I ain't no crump, but I'm gonna try to say it. We must persevere through injustice.
Did you get that? I'm no Crump. Like Ben Crump was in the crowd.
Perseverance means what? Perseverance means persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay. And the God I serve
Right.
has put me in a position where I've had to embody that word more than I wished or wanted to. We live in a world where men, black men in particular, are propped up as either superheroes or supervillains. But I've come to realize, me personally, I ain't none of that. It was fun. But I'm just me. Just Jay. Feel me? I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings. I acknowledge them. I love my craft. I love my daughter, my family, my dogs, my workout buddies who came out here. Appreciate y'all. I'm just that guy whose faith has been tested and has been strengthened by this testimony, like you told me, Mr. Crump, at the Essence Festival.
Oof.
I'll say this, there will be moments in your life where things get dark, and I mean dark, really dark. And I've seen them depths. I've seen that darkness in myself. I've sat in that pitch black, and what I've learned is that when you catch a glimpse of light, you run as hard and as fast as you can towards it.
Yeah.
And I will never take that light for granted again. Life for me has come in a couple of ways. In the midnight text from our brother Will Smith, letting the homie know, hey, I'm thinking about you, man. Stay up. Tyler Perry breathed life into me, just supporting and loving people the way he does.
Shout out Tyler Perry.
David Yellow
Could have left that one out of the
whole group of
speech.
threads. I think maybe some of y'all are on that thread. I won't participate because it's crazy, but I feel the love.
Tyler was
Dion
doing a
and
movie with
Roxanne
Megan.
Taylor.
Ooh,
Yeah, gave me a
that damn
office in a production office when I was walking through the desert, feeling lost and crazy. Put a battery in my back, as he said. Courtney B. Vance has been with me from Lovecraft Country, my Uncle George, forever.
shout out to Courtney B. Vance.
Whoopi Goldberg fed me and Megan one day when he went hungry, but we was over there hanging out.
Shout out to Sister Act.
Breathe this light of wisdom and understanding and caring onto me and my queen. And it was Whoopi who allowed us to understand the support of the community. I appreciate all y'all. They are extraordinary people. I'm concluding because I feel like we're talking a lot. But I ain't said nothing, so I want to say some stuff.
You just said a lot, brother.
I once believed that I was self-made from the mud, made it out of Texas up here. Come from where I came from, achieving what I thought I achieved. But this period of my life taught me, nah, that's not true, Jack. I'm not a self-made man. I am personally the result of mentorship, love, and investment of so many people. Like achievement, you understand, perseverance is a collective effort, okay? Built on the shoulders of those who believe in us. The strongest shoulders in which I stand on today belong to the women in my life. First and foremost, and always first and foremost, my mama.
I know that's right, my mama.
My mama who brought me into this world on September 7, 1989 in Longport, California on a military base and stood behind her 34-year-old son as she heard him say guilty. And when I turned back to her, she smiled at me and said, it's okay, son. I'm on her shoulders. And second, especially, Man.
Thank you for the comment.
I love you.
Cut it out.
I love you beyond all limits. With all my strength. With all my heart, I love you. I'm supposed to be this tough and strong when you done carried me so many nights.
Hey, can I have a second? Can I have like?
I love you.
Can I have like just a few seconds? Let's say for sake that all of this is fake. It's rehearsed. It's choreographed, right? Would you rather see a man professing his love for his woman in front of a crowd full of people as he's accepting an award? Or would you rather see him calling her a bitch, slapping her ass, and getting her pregnant? Like, what do you want to see from us? And us, black men, what you want to see? Would you rather us call you a bitch and throw some money all over her and you know, how you sliding down the pole and tell you how much we love to see you dance at the strip club? Would you rather see him knock her up and then go be with another woman down the street?
A white woman.
What do you want to see? You
He
know
needs
what I'm
to
saying? Like,
suffer for his sins, and he dated who he shouldn't have.
I don't get that, man. I don't get that. Like, maybe it is fake. If it's fake, he had a really good contract because she's still with him. Not only did he lose his case, but he's still with him. Now, I for one think that Megan Good could have got a job with Tyler Perry without Johnathan Majors. You know, excuse me, but I think she was a talented enough actor to act on some trauma porn for Tyler Perry as it was without Johnathan Majors. So I don't even really get. I really don't even really get what she gets out of it. What does she get? What is her end of the deal? He ain't had no money to pay her, right? He probably spent all of that on legal fees. He's not the starlet of Marvel anymore. What is she getting out of the deal for putting her reputation, career, and name on the line for this man in the midst of all of this mess? What is she getting from it?
She's replying to you. She says here, wait, that's his genuine. Wait, what kind of question is that here? I don't want this from them specifically.
From
No.
Johnathan and Megan?
Yeah, no, just give me the movies.
I really don't even understand what's being said right now. They can't be together because you don't want it to happen?
She doesn't want the public lovey-dovey stuff from them specifically.
Again, that I don't know how you're interpreting that, and maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. Maybe I'm just taking it in the wrong way. Black woman playing his ride or die. Again, maybe I'm hearing this shit wrong, but like everything you saying is how it should be. I'm really messed up. Is she supposed to leave him?
I'm not
laughing. Supposed to dog him right after he got his guilty verdict. She's supposed to walk out the courthouse and say, "I'm done with this mess. You paid me enough money. It's over with." How do y'all act in your relationships? Who do you want in your corner? If you was to get into some legal trouble with somebody, right, and you ended up catching a charge, would you want that person to walk away from you? Whether you did it or not, I didn't even say whether or not you was guilty or not. Would you want that person to walk away from you and not support you and not stay with you through your strife? What are we advocating for, yo?
But she's saying
you don't like him. That's cool. Just say you don't like him, and then I'll leave this alone.
But
that makes sense to me.
She's saying that the contract is up for playing the role, playing the ride or die.
Right. And again, I'm asking, what the hell is she getting out of that contract? It's not like he's a billionaire. He don't come from money. He has some Marvel money that he more than likely had to spend on this. He was a working actor before then. Net worth was somewhere south of $10 million.
And child support.
Put yourself into an assault charge in New York. We're gonna start chipping away at that very, very quickly. She could have stayed out of the mess quietly, been his rock.
I can handle this.
You putting a lot of stank on it.
So the Coretta Scott
put a lot
King
of stank on
comment, it began because he was talking privately to Grace. He says, "Hey, listen, you got to be like these women, Coretta Scott King, Barack Obama's wife, Michelle
I
Obama."
don't even think he said that about Megan. He said that about the about the Caucasian Iranian.
And when he says this to her, and she's secretly recording him because she's devious and wants to use this against him some way to hurt him in the future, when she says this to him, and I'll read your next comment in a second, he's citing examples of noble people. Now, their skin tone being dark isn't the subject. He's not trying to say, yeah, you're going to be a civil rights leader. He's saying have the demeanor of these women. Black women are not excluded from being examples to white people. And it should never be. I love that Black Panther is an example for white kids. And there's costume parties across the country where there's going to be a whole bunch of kids and someone gets to pick to be Black Panther, and that's who they are. That's awesome. The next time this thing comes up is during his interview with, what's her name? Lindsay Davis on ABC.
On ABC.
He asked him, what did you mean? He gave you exactly what I told you. Later in the interview, after explaining what he means by Coretta Scott King, he's like, Megan, she's my Coretta. Lindsay knows what that means, but if you take that clip and just take it out of context, damn, this Johnathan Majors guy's just really got a Coretta thing. And you are a victim, Miss Makiba. You're a victim of the clip that you saw that formed the narrative that you believe in right now. Megan was fresh out of the public divorce with, what's his name? Devon Franklin. Get somewhere and sit down, both of them. No, in the ABC interview,
Okay,
that's what he said about Megan. I got you.
Listen. Let me lean into a bit. I don't believe that everything we're watching right now is like was completely like, hey, let's actually consider who should get this new award that we just made part of our award show this year. I think either Johnathan or Megan was friends with Jason Lee. Jason Lee is the type of guy who would make a backroom deal. I'll just leave it at that. So, okay, if that's the case, if that's what we're leaning into, like this was all set up, I can give you that. If it was set up to give this man a platform to speak on the wrongs that he endured, because that's what we're here for, right? Like, we are all here in unison and we can all agree, everybody, I think can say that this man was done dirty in his case.
Yes.
With Miss Ma'am, right?
Yes.
So if that's where we're coming from, is it such a damn bad thing that we got a black platform where a black organization and I don't know if it's a black organization. I don't know if Jason Lee's black or not, but an organization is willing to give this man an award so that he has an opportunity to speak publicly and unencumbered, right? Because I think he spoke very candidly at this award show, even compared to what he said on the Nightline interview. I think this was a lot more candid than what he gave us on that interview with Lindsay Davis. So I just don't feel like that's a terrible thing to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, did nobody die? No one suffered because of this. Yeah, there were some absolutely cringy moments, and I pointed each and every one of them out. But I just don't feel like that's so wrong for him to have an opportunity to say his side to us, not white America, which was the main audience of the Nightline interview. Not anyone outside of the community, to us about what happened and how he feels. I don't feel like that's so wrong. And as far as their relationship is concerned, if it was fake, she'd already been gone. That's how I feel. She has no incentive to stay at this point.
Through the fire. My sister, my aunt, they know who they are. I ain't got but one. And all the women in my family lifted me up and reminded me, I'm gonna get out of here, and reminded me that you gotta persevere, boy, not just for you, but for our family, for our community, and for that thing you kept banging your head against to get good at. You gotta go do that.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going
Yeah.
for your community.
Yeah.
Disappointment is a hell of a teacher. It teaches you that what is divinely authorized cannot be edited or deleted. It demands that you move with a heightened discernment and confidently abstain from what does not serve you. It can also give you with a bittersweet lesson about acceptance. I got snarked about that.
It's all right.
Rihanna gets on my goddamn nerves.
Another cringy moment. This is cringe. This is cringy.
Look at God.
Yeah.
Megan go whoop her ass.
I've watched God work wonders in my life.
It's fake.
Hiding lessons and deep
Deep
pain.
Who's not into black women.
and guiding me to heal. He has
How
taught
do
me
you know that though?
that
You
it
don't know him.
is not about being flawless. It's about constantly learning and growing. Thank you. A lot of people don't feel worthy when their dreams come true. In drama school, they used to call that the imposter syndrome. I'd be like, no, I don't got that. I'm good. No, I had that. I got that. Guilty. But not accepting your blessing doesn't make you humble, you see. It puts you in opposition to God's given plan for you. Accepting your blessings and not losing the lesson when you lose. And standing strong gives everyone around you the permission to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
You can pick up the phone.
Okay. Yeah. Do that.
I'm almost out of here. The last few years have reminded me that there are people that you don't know, that you impact. Every single day, just by breathing, existing, walking in your purpose, putting your little TikTok thing up. TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah. Damn. That's a gift, y'all. All of us have that opportunity every single day. Perseverance is more than just pushing through tough times. It's about the people who inspire you, encourage you, and support us. It's about those who ignite that flame, that light, etc. within us that keep us going when we feel we can't. All right. I received this award not just as an acknowledgement that I have persevered, but as a command to be there for others and to help them when and if their trials come.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Perseverance rests on the shoulders of many. I commit myself in these shoulders to our community, to my queen,
To Chillmonger.
to our industry, to our culture. And just to Ella, my baby girl, we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And your father loves you. I love y'all. I thank you for this. To be in this room with these great entertainers, these great black artists. Woo! It feels, woo! We home now. Ain't no place like home. Thank you. Jason Lee, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason Lee. Let me turn that off before you get copywritten for the music. I heard.
Yeah, we definitely could have went with a tight 6. Could have went with a tight 6.
I I will say this: there were cringy moments throughout that entire thing. I'm sure throughout that entire award show. We just only saw 17 minutes of it. Again, Zeus TV. But I will say I agree with the Baptist preacher stuff. It was whatever, and it did feel. Don't get me wrong. I'm on the side of Johnathan Majors. I'm on the side of I believe that he is innocent. Obviously, he is innocent. We've all seen the video. I mean, there's black and white video of this nigga really running from this woman. So I mean, it's like I'm all those things.
I don't know what any of that has to do with what we saw and what we're left with. Like, we saw what she did. We saw what the aftermath was. And then we seen where he's at now. And I just don't know what his courting is. He may be a liar. He could be a narcissist. He could be all these other things. He's not a woman beater. Right. And as far as his relationship with Megan Good, I just feel like it's legitimate at this point. I feel like if it was Ruby Rose and Drewski, it would be over by now.
Yeah, and I mean, it is like I said, if he was only
dating her for that, it didn't work. So maybe he probably would have kicked her ass to the side. Get out of here.
I like antagonistic comments, right? Gives us something to talk about. He hit all the points black people love to hear. Well played.
Now that is right. I won't take that away from him.
That's God,
his kids. He talked about his woman. He said he loved black people.
His
he was
mama.
The perfect black man on that stage.
And when he's secretly being recorded, he's thinking about Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King too. There's not a persona he's putting on for no reason.
You are right. You are right. You're right. You're right. Hey man, don't beat me up. I'm saying though, I think he's an actor, y'all. Like he's a performer at heart, like that by trade. So like I don't know, even in his most genuine of expressions, if it's not going to come off like a showman, because that is who he is at his core.
Well, I believe him.
Actor by trade. I don't think it's not going to come off performative, whether he's telling the truth or not. I don't think that's really a determination of whether or not he's telling the truth.
Before Chill answers that, I'm not in this. I think that obviously it was there were moments, like we said, of corniness, but I believe Johnathan Majors. I believe Johnathan Majors from the beginning, and everything he said as far as like the black stuff, being a black man, not just in Hollywood, just a black man in general. If you have not lived, and I'm just saying as a black man in America, better example, 2 weeks ago, I got yanked out of my vehicle for sitting at a stop sign too long by 3 police officers. Yanked out, hemmed up. So it's like, and that's, and I grew up in an all-white town. I still live here. I didn't grow up white, but I grew up in an all-white town. And being here, there's a certain way you have to step. There's a certain way you have to be. And in 1970, this was when my mother moved here, they were the 3rd black family to move here. The Sundown Town sign was still up by the railroad tracks. So the things that we deal with in our community as black men and things like that, especially with the police brutality and how we saw this whole entire trial flipped around on Johnathan Majors, that's our judicial system. That's especially for black men. So I am on his side with this. I have always been on his side when it comes to this, especially when the evidence is so plainly put out to you, and then they're telling you to your face that no, this man is guilty. So there were things that are wrong with as far as like the corniness of it. I think Ileana gets on my damn nerves sometimes, but I think that his speech was for the people on Twitter saying, what is he getting this for? What has he persevered through? Again, if you've never lived as a black man in America, of course you don't know what he's persevered through. And for the people that may be black, for those of you saying I am a black man, I still don't know what he's persevered through. I would implore you to look a little bit deeper then.
But it was underreported. The things like the TMZ, when they obtained footage of her dancing at the club where she's supposedly supposed to have an injured finger and a broken ear or lacerated ear, that was underreported. Strangulation was overreported. When strangulation was dropped as a charge, that was underreported. The common or the regular person who's not paying too much attention, they heard that he got guilty, but they do not hear he was not guilty of intentional assault and aggravated harassment. They said he was recklessly assault. That's what it was, the 3rd-degree reckless assault, and the violation, not misdemeanor, violation of harassment, because that's what happens when you touch someone who doesn't want you to have their hands on. That's harassment. They said reckless assault because as he was reaching for his phone, as the judge said, because they tried to appeal it to the judge. Just said, no, I can still work. He says, when you try to reach for a phone and you impact someone, that is considered reckless assault in his direction of going to the phone. That's what he's guilty of by the books.
That sounds like a misinterpretation of the law. If you are, or if you're repossessing something that was taken from you, your property, you are allowed to come into contact with them. I don't know.
The verdict should have never happened. It was wrong. It was incorrect. It was.
But even still,
racism.
I don't think the individuals we're talking to right now necessarily have a problem with the verdict. Johnathan Majors was dating a white woman.
No.
He was dating a white woman. And because he was dating a white woman, he's cursed forever. And anything that happens to him, he deserves to have happen to him. And that's kind of what we're dealing with. And it's like, I don't know how we get from, okay, he was dating a white woman and ended up doing him dirty, had this whole Kirk case, to now he don't really like black women. He only with a black woman to get. It's like, we don't know these people, y'all. We don't know them. One is talking about me at golf much compared to Major's situation.
I was actually going to bring that up, Caliber. I was going to bring that up. Yeah, we talked about it before we came on.
Literally just talking about me at golf.
Mm-hmm.
Were we live? Were we live when we said it?
No, we weren't. We weren't live.
What was it, on stream or was it before stream? Maybe I'm tripping.
Let's talk about it again.
It was before stream. We were talking about. I brought it up before, and I said,
"Yeah." Talking about me at golf kicking a man in his head and getting sued for it. Absolutely.
The exact same thing. Now, granted, this is what I said to Q last night. Now, did Marvel? I'm not giving anybody an excuse. I'm just saying Marvel didn't fire Majors until the verdict came out. But meanwhile, I mean, she's fighting. This is. I mean, the background actor is suing for $500,000, and he was fired.
He's not the only one either. Homeboy, you must not know me. You want to talk about Captain Marvel's daddy and
Mohan Kapoor?
DMs? You want to, or do you want to talk about Josh Brolin threatening to kill his wife and kids, or Jeremy Renner threatening to kill his wife and kids? Fam, who do you want to talk about? Who do you want to discuss?
Right.
What depraved actor in Marvel's roster would you like to discuss first?
But none of them dated outside their race, Marcus.
Don't act like I haven't called out other actors outside of Johnathan Majors in their missteps in their problems. Not me.
You mean him?
In that.
Because he says it's nasty work to play on black people's feelings and emotions for self-interest, when in truth, you never really cared.
Your opinion. That is your opinion. That is your perspective on what's going on here. That is backed up by not a lot. Critical mass. You not
thinking critically.
I don't understand how you are taking this other than that's just your opinion, dog. Like you don't have anything else to back that off of. Johnathan Majors don't care about black people because you said so. He doesn't really want to date black women because you say so.
Now, something he said in there about being the shoulders, like what Will Smith did for him, messaging him at midnight. That's awesome. I want Johnathan to message everyone else at midnight who goes through stuff like this. And there's some like long-term benefit of it. Critical Mass says, chill, what's your race? This is what no comment looks like, everybody. The speech he gives and the people he didn't mention, like Michael B. Jordan, are glaring. I remember immediately after the arrest. Where's Michael B? Where is his castmates that he's been with? Why are these guys not? I can understand why Will Smith wouldn't say anything at the time. Oh yeah, it could take some to know one.
Do we have any criticism for that? Do we have any criticism for a black man turning his back on another black man the minute he's in trouble for no other reason than protecting his career? The same thing that you're accusing Johnathan Majors of. Can we get some smoke for Michael B or no? Or are we all out of smoke now? We talk out. We out of stock of smoke. Can Michael B get some?
There's no such thing as racially ambiguous.
Who the hell is racially ambiguous? Who are you talking about?
Your inability to determine what my lineage is up to you. And I don't say anything about myself. I'm private. I'm a private person.
Out of my smoke. Don't give him my bars. Talk to me.
Fine.
Talk to me.
You're selfish.
Must be nice to be racially ambiguous. I'm not. Talk to me.
Why come into a pro Johnathan Major space? No, it's fine. It's fine to hear people say things.
I think that one was aimed at Chill.
This is not. We don't have to be a pro Johnathan Majors case. We talking about what we know, what can be proven, and what is just coming out of someone's mouth. Like you can't just erroneously claim things, and not with me. You're not just about to erroneously claim things about something that you can't prove. You don't know this man. You in a chat room with us, fam. I don't know Johnathan Majors. Neither do you. You don't walk around with him. You don't spend time with them. You have never been in a room with these people before, ever, to witness what they are like outside of this context. So for you to make this determination of who he is, what his motivations are, and what he's doing, based off of your own opinion and the way that you've been viewing him this entire time, don't make no sense. You can hold that opinion. Can't stop you from having it. Getting on a public platform and saying it as if it's fact is nuts. Is nuts.
What's that? I think that one. What does Caliber say? I've seen
you do that. I'm talking about how Goth, Brolin, and such isn't getting the same heat as Majors, and we can expect why. We know why. It's not a secret.
But
Critical
fam,
says,
you are
Marcus, you do not know him either. If you can give an opinion, so can I. I have
fam,
more evidence than you, bro.
I'm not making determinations on his character. I have talked about the cringeworthy shit he's doing just as much as I've talked about his right to speak on the stuff that's happened to him. You have no impartiality. You're not impartial. You're completely biased towards one side. I've talked about how this is probably set up as a publicity stunt. I was only probably set up because of the relationship with Jason Lee. I've conceded all of that. You've conceded nothing. You haven't conceded anything. I don't know Johnathan Majors. Of course I don't. I've said that here, right now in this argument. But what I'm not going to do is tell you I know what's going on in that man's mind.
He hates the way that you walk. He hates the way you talk.
I guess so.
Oh,
There was some more speeches. It was 17 minutes long. We talk about Megan Good. That's cool. Jason Lee. No?
Well, I think he had to thank Jason Lee. Jason Lee gave him a profile, a platform, and an award. You better thank Jason Lee. And again, that's his payment for the platform that he was afforded. You see how that goes, Critical? You see how you recognize something fishy going on and you just talk on it without spinning the narrative? That's what it is. That doesn't mean that he don't love Megan Good. That doesn't mean he don't like black women. I'm emotional because I'm poking the holes in your logic.
You're the one putting your head in your hands and getting animated.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the stuff that you're saying is nonsensical.
But he's chilling. Come on, Critical
You
Mass.
chilling and wrong, fam. You can be relaxed and be wrong at the same time. I think you picked the wrong one. I think you picked the wrong one. I think you showed who you were trying to go after, and I wouldn't allow you to go there. I think you picked the wrong one. I talk like this on every stream. My streams, this stream, this is nothing different. But I like to get animated when I'm telling people that they're wrong. Ooh, Critical Mass is 12. He's 12 years old. He's 12 years old. Can you give me a coherent argument back, or are you just gonna start lobbing insults? That must be all you got for me. I'm asking you.
Even she's saying play nice.
No, he don't have to play nice. Makiba, me and you can have a civilized conversation. This 12-year-old over here wants to throw lobs because he can't keep up. Why is it that you can't acknowledge anything that was done against Johnathan Majors? Why is it that you can't simply fall back and be like, you know what, Marcus, you're right. I have no idea whether or not this man likes black women. I have no idea whether or not he actually wants to date Megan Good. I just personally believe, based off of my own experiences, that it may not work out, and then I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I just did. Just finished. Maybe you should have paused typing in the middle of me giving my statement, and then you would have heard my question.
Give it to him again.
Why isn't it that you can't just simply acknowledge that you have no firsthand knowledge of Johnathan Majors' thoughts, motivations, any of that?
Ignorant.
Concede that. Concede that, and we can move on, fam. We can move on.
Scroll up. I said I believe him when it comes to this case. Oh, I must have not clicked on that one because I'm in
We're not
charge.
talking about the case. We're not talking about the case. We're talking
Okay.
about what you brought up about him and black women. I'm not talking about the case. I said that you wasn't talking about the case.
This is an old one where he said, "For the record, I believe Majors for the most part when it comes to the case, but I also see a manipulative person in terms of the whole
Again,
black."
that's either projection or just pure like biased.
Projection.
Are you a therapist or something? Are you a pathologist? What is your discipline here that we're using to judge this? You work for the CIA? You do criminal profiling or something? What gives you the advanced knowledge to spot a manipulative person? And
Who's
not
not
a
into black
manipulative
women.
person that you interact with, not a manipulative person that's lied to you or done anything. This is getting boring. Like you talking about a complete stranger. A complete stranger. This is what the internet does to people. You feel like you know this man.
Yeah.
You feel like you know this man. You speaking so confidently. That is baffling.
Darius is reacting to this speech for the first time. Were you moved by anything? Because I heard a lot of, I know that's right. Like when he mentioned his mom, when he's talking about how he felt like a boy. Like what did this do to you when you heard it?
Like I said, I completely agreed on different points of like being black. You know, I related on the especially on the mom. I love my mom. I'm a mama's boy. You know, I'm the youngest of 4 so boys. But I'm a mama's boy. So I relate on the mom stuff, especially thanking God first and foremost. Just when he said the struggles about this case and the judicial system and being black and things like that. And that, when he got yanked up out of his house and he wasn't Mr. King or Mr. Creed, he was, just different things, different things. Like I said, I think that he is innocent. And I would love for, him to be able to be propped back up as king. Especially again, when back to the conversation when you have Mia. That's a very long shot. I think so as well. But that's the same thing when you've got. It's just I don't know. Like I said, you got Mia Goth not guilty in the court yet, but yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I hope that this man, obviously, he's got that new sci-fi film coming out. So I hope that his role or his career, even if outside of Marvel, continues to just thrive.
That new movie, Merciless. I'm very excited for that. I'm usually not into the CIA, though, because those kind of things, I glorify them. But I don't care for this case. I'll watch this movie, see what he has to do. In the science fiction, CIA, like his acting capabilities are good. I saw him in Devotion. I saw him in everything. Good job by this man. The budget will be nice and low to be reasonable. So we don't really got to show up that much to make sure that it makes money and that people can do exactly what they did with Will Smith this whole entire month. Look, I guess people did forgive him. We have the power to make this movie a hit movie, a successful movie, and it's up to us to show up. And then watch the Tyler Perry movie with Megan Good too, right, Marcus?
No.
What is the Tyler Perry movie with Megan Good?
So
I'll pull up the.
Yeah, it's got Tia Mowry's ex in it. That dude is in it, and he's the abusive brown skinned bad guy. And there's sure to be a hero light skinned guy coming in to save him.
So she's in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, like every Tyler Perry movie.
I was gonna say. So this is damn, I can't think of the name of it.
Everyone, just name one.
It's the one where the girl got the AIDS. It's a good one.
You're talking about For Color Girls?
No. Where she got the AIDS from sleeping around.
Yeah,
she's
I know.
This dude's assistant.
Yeah. What's the name? Juicy Smoulette's sister was in there.
Journey,
yeah, Journey Smollett.
That's his sister? I didn't know that was his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Before I click play on this Tyler Perry Divorce in the Black starring Megan Good, I'm not aware if Amazon Prime like copyrights their stuff. So what do you? It's on your channel, Planet Fanatics. What do you say?
I don't care. If they do, I'll just cut it out.
Let's play it.
Oh, true. like he makes the same movie over and over and over. Like that first sequence, I didn't even know who I was supposed to be rooting for. I had no clue. That man said one word, and or she said one word, and here go her friend. You don't hear her talking to you. First of all, I probably would have pitched some water on you. Who are you talking to? Who are you speaking to?
We got to see the movie to see how it gets there. I'm sure, like the way he walked, he didn't even pull open the chair for her. I'm sure there was a lot there.
But Tyler Perry.
Do you know how many times? You know how many Tyler Perry movies, and don't get me wrong, there are some that I like. Diary of a Mad Black Woman is one of my favorite ones. But do you know how many Tyler Perry movies that singular line has been used in? That you're holding on to something that God Himself is trying to have you let go. You know how many times that line is in a Tyler Perry movie?
I never heard you complain about. I have a bad feeling about this being used over and over.
That's different.
We're gonna have to let this Tyler Perry love go. We're gonna have to let it go.
I do agree with everything here, guys. I'm having a little bit of fun, but yeah, this isn't happy portrayal of great representation. While they may have good jobs, it looks like they dress like that. You know, they're functioning they're going to restaurant dinner dates, and you know they're functioning members of society. So that's cool. But it's the same recycled Tyler Perry-ness.
Yeah, I agree with what Tony just said when he said that there. I agree. He has been trying to remake Diary of a Mad Black Woman for years, and he will never do it. That is his best movie. That movie is good. You don't like Diary of a Mad Black Woman? I love that movie. That movie is good.
When it came out, I probably loved it. And then just years of deterioration of Tyler Perry fandom has led me to where I'm at. So you can't even ask me what my favorite Tyler Perry movie is. I don't have one. I don't have one.
Yeah, Tyler Perry. Yeah. Diary of a Mad Black Woman, though, I agree with that. He has been trying to remake that.
Gone Girl. That's my favorite Tyler Perry movie.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Did he do that?
That's not even his movie. He's just in it. He plays the lawyer. He plays the lawyer.
Did he do the movie Cross where he plays the detective with that wig?
Alex Cross, the detective from Spider Gang. Yes, Once Upon a Spider. Yeah.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Make himself into Morgan Freeman. If you don't get the fuck on.
Johnny's got something for you. So round 2, Marcus. He says that there's nothing wrong with a light skinned brother. LOL. We still black. That's what makes black great and powerful. We come in many shades.
No, Johnny, you misunderstanding me. No, shout out to my light skinned brethren. No, we good. No. In Tyler Perry movies, if you go back and play it, there will be a brown or dark skinned character that abuses his woman. There will be a light skinned savior character that comes in and tells her that she deserves better, that she will ultimately end up with by the end of the movie. You need examples? Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I Can Do Bad All By Myself. What was
Family Reunion? Family Reunion.
Family Reunion. No,
because no, you're right. Blair Underwood was the abuser. You're right.
Mean black man, right?
You're right. You're right.
4 Colored Girls. Or not 4 Colored Girls. Yeah, 4 Colored Girls. He threw his kids out of the damn. But that wasn't his work though, so that's why I'm giving him a pass on that one.
4 Colored Girls is not Tyler.
No, that was a play before it was a.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's Fool.
Why Did I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married too? Right? Malik Yoba dies in a fatal car crash, only for her to meet Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson 5 minutes later. Right?
Wait. Now, have I missed some? Unless that was sarcasm, have I missed some Tyler Perry movies? The Rock is in one.
Is in Why Did I Get Married too? He's in the last 5 minutes of the movie. After her husband dies in a car crash, after he sped off from her, distraught over their dead child and her dissonance towards it, right? He dies. They show her walking out from work one day, and then she meets the love of her life, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Happy ending.
Damn.
Yeah. No, he's been playing us to the left for years.
I'll tell you one of my least favorites, that one with Bow Wow. And Tiana. What is that one?
Family Reunion?
No, not Family Reunion. That one's not family reunion. Damn. I can see the cover of. I can see the poster.
Family 2011.
What is it?
Medea's Big Happy Family.
Big happy.
Oh,
family.
Big Happy Family.
Don't
Big
Bow
Happy
Wow end up in jail by the end of that movie?
I think that's a lottery ticket.
No. He got his money on lottery ticket. In this joint, yeah, Byron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga went to jail.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite ones.
He went to jail.
I thought that's
It's all a bunch
really.
of nonsense. It's all a bunch of trash. Like there's really no redeeming factors about a lot of the characters except for his. He totally dismantles the black matriarch in the family by making a mockery out of black grandmothers everywhere with Medea. He doesn't really have anything good to say about black men, which is crazy because he's a black man. He thinks he has the perfect outlook on what the black female experience is, even though he's a black man. Like there's something going on in Tyler's head that won't let him let that shit go. Oh, I'm retiring Tyler. I'm retiring Medea. Psych, she coming back out for another holiday special.
Yeah, I haven't been clued in on the franchise in a while, but I thought I can't even tell you the last movie I've seen, but I thought that. Oh, I know the last one I saw, the Netflix one, with the light skinned brother, from Light Blue Eyes, Barbershop.
Michael Ealy?
Yes, didn't he play in one of Tyler's most recent?
I hope not. Jesus.
No. Shit, maybe I ain't seen a Tyler movie in a long time. But at one point.
I bet he has another movie coming out with Taraji and Tiana Taylor. Y'all want to guess what that movie's about? You want to guess what it's about? Go ahead, guess. Just guess. Guess what it's about. Take a wild guess.
The same things this is always about.
It's about a single pregnant mama
Oh,
who faces hardship.
you don't say. Is
It's
there going to be
just
any
like-
special effects in this movie? Anything?
An exploding black father.
Maybe a cool camera angle when the baby's being born that he's never done before?
I just don't understand how it hasn't started to like dawn on people. Like it's just the same story over and over and over again. He was in For Color Girls. You're right. Matter of fact, I think he was the dude that dropped the kids out the window.
That's not the one I'm talking about. Okay, I think I'm talking about a different movie with Michael Ealy that's not Tyler Perry related.
Okay.
Netflix maybe.
Or were you watching Michael Ealy on Power? Was that's
No, it wasn't on Power. It wasn't on Power.
I watched Michael Ealy on Netflix, but it was to watch. What's the one with Steve Harvey? Think Like a Man 2.
That one was good. I like Think Like a Man.
They go to Las Vegas. That one.
Okay, yeah, Think Like a Man. That's not what I'm talking about either, but
He
yeah,
made
I remember.
millions off the resentment of the black male image. Absolutely, Gray. For sure.
Next topic on the docket. Let's get to something we kind of mentioned. Recasting. We got Baylon Skoll, Ray Stevenson, actor extraordinaire. Some of you guys don't notice, but the Dan of Nerds, Josh, me and him were tight, man. Me and him, we go back like throwbacks. Me, Josh, I'm stalling because I'm trying to pull it up. So he posted earlier this morning these scoops. The first thing he says is that Baylon Skoll, they're officially looking to recast, looking for a white man in his 50s/60s. They also are looking to cast the mother, confirming that she will be in it, which, of course, Star Wars fans, you guys know, there's the father, the Mortis arc, and the daughter and the son. We never saw a mother. Well, we're getting a mother. She'll be alive, and she'll be in the next season of Ahsoka Season 2 for Star Wars. The next thing, and another unnamed male villain. Someone, I guess, to fill the role of Baylon Skoll's miss, because it's going to be hard to accept a new actor, maybe? All I care about of these three topics is the first one, and that they're looking to recast Baylon Skoll. You can see what I tweeted to him. Nah, bro. They need to film the character's death in a way that mimics the actor. To honor Ray Stevenson, his absence has got to be felt all over the sad trailers. Then pay Rihanna to sing about it.
Look at the 54 likes.
I love it. Well, because he responded to it, that's why it got so many likes. I'm sure he brought eyes to it again.
I see your point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like,
yeah. There you go, Josh.
good job, Dan.
Josh is pro recast.
Cool.
Recast T'Challa.
Are you saying Dan?
Yeah, he's the Dan of nerds. There's only one true Josh, Marcus.
You have to stop this. You have to cut this shit out.
What are we saying what we think about Baylon Skoll, about the recast, are we saying what we think about Abeloth, or
It's really not much of a topic because we've touched on this before over and over. We always said as soon as he died, we know what do you think they're gonna do, right? They're just not gonna talk
It's
about
not like
it.
they haven't already done it. They literally
Yeah.
just did it with Thunderbolt Ross. Like this is not surprising at all. They showed us that they were going to do it. The only thing that gives me cause for the pause is that does this further confirm the scoop that you had, Darius? Is this further confirm that we're doing away with the no recast thing and we're going full on to the characters now? Again, sliver of hope, but it is a window, right? It is an opportunity to pivot away from what you had previously been saying. And I would hope that they would take the opportunity to do that. But then again, you can't count on things like that.
yeah. No, I don't. I mean, do they need to recast Baylon Skoll? Of course, which we've talked about before. It plays to the story. It's a character that, it's a fictional character. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Ray Stevens put his all in that character. That was a brand new character that I was more interested in than Ahsoka. Honestly, I love Ahsoka too, one of my favorite Star Wars characters. But that character of Baylon was very interesting. So whoever they bring on, hope that they can pick up where Ray left off.
Now, educate me about the mother. What kind of role is she going to play here coming up?
The mother is Abeloth. Abeloth she was a servant of the Mortis gods, of the son, the daughter, and the father. But unlike them, she aged, and she became more of a mother figure to the kids, the son and the daughter, through her time as a servant to them. And as she was aging and they weren't, she wanted to be with what she now saw as her children. So she drank from this forbidden, I forget what it is, drink. And it turned her, instead of making her immortal like them, it did make her immortal like them, but it also turned her into this sickening looking beast. And and they call her Abeloth. She's got this like giant fucking smile with all these sharp teeth, long ass arms. She's fought Luke in Legends material.
Wow,
She's a cool character.
I like this. So back to recast. Do you notice how when I was talking to Josh, I didn't use the hashtag and it wasn't cursed? Like every other time we use the hashtag, scroll up, it feels like the reach and the visibility is small. This is a time I don't use the hashtag at all, and for some reason it gets pushed. I really think that there is it doesn't get pushed far when you use the hashtag recast T'Challa.
It's either that or the bots or the machine, whoever else, have a key on the hashtag and they know when to drag it down, when to push it out the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Give it with negative comments, bog it down, kind of thing. But yeah, like you said, you're still talking about the same concept without using the moniker. So maybe that's a sneak attack that can be utilized. I don't think it'll last forever, but use it while it's working.
I got to apologize to Kaizuku Slevin because Kaizuku Slevin. We were talking about this and I said, keep using the hashtag, got to keep doing it. And he was telling me reasons why not to. Well, he didn't use this reason, but he was eventually proven to be correct.
Correct.
What you got, Darius? Johnny says, I seen in Twitter that Sydney Sweeney in talks to playing in the Star Wars movie. I got a feeling she could play the daughter of the Mortis gods.
I hope not. I hope not. I don't want her to touch Star Wars. I don't want her. She's not the right person to play the daughter. Sydney Sweeney, I don't think is that great of an actress, honestly. I think that she's okay. I think she's decent. Euphoria is what I'm going off of, where she cried an entire season. I
would like her not to play a bimbo, right? Like I want to see
maybe that's
what
it.
Is when she's not a bimbo.
Maybe that's it. She has played so many bimbos that the bimbo role is starting to.
It's very annoying after a while, you know.
I like her voice in in Glenn Powell's movie when she was the love interest there. It was her movie too. She was good.
How is she in that film? Okay, I was gonna say, how is she in that film?
She was cool.
I'll show this. This is that's Abeloth.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that is Abeloth.
Is this an official? No.
No, it's fan
I'm about to
made.
say, I know goddamn well they ain't got Luke in a picture on the promotion.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to see. I hope they do the whole deep fake Luke thing where we get to see, or whoever, bring Luke in somehow. I want to see Luke fighting people he should be fighting from Legends material. Like this is a Luke villain. This ain't got shit to do with Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying?
See Luke again, it'll be in one of the movies. It'll be in the Rey movie as a Force Ghost. It'll be in the Filoni movie, and the crescendo and the end of it, in the third act or something like that. I don't think we're going to see Luke in television anymore. I think they did it. They saw the reaction that they got from it. It was obviously the biggest thing in Star Wars at that time. And then what they decided to do was completely undo it. So that made me think that either they didn't get that okayed, or maybe Kathleen didn't know exactly how they were going to use Luke, or what have you. But once she's seen that the reaction that Luke Skywalker got from that one episode of Mandalorian where he took Grogu off to train as a Jedi, they spent every waking moment since then trying to undo it. And they did. So much so that they put those two characters in a show that they didn't belong in, just so that they could undo it.
Crazy. And it's, man, Lucasfilm is just, until now. I will say this: we didn't talk about that since we're on Star Wars. I will give them this. I'm not giving them the story and the plot and all that, but the choreography and things that were in this last episode of The Acolyte, I give a 10 out of fucking. That was the first thing I said. I said this choreography is fantastic.
Well, okay. First of all, I don't want to rain on your parade. If you like it, you liked it. That's cool.
I liked it. I'm shocked.
What are the headbutts on the lightsaber? Is it that?
Oh, I didn't like. I didn't. I
that?
didn't like it, and the reason I didn't, I thought maybe it was Beskar too. I was like, okay, is this helmet Beskar? But then it broke,
even
and I was like, it's
Beskar
not
never
Beskar.
did that. Like I've seen Din Djarin get mollywopped by Ahsoka Tano, and not one single time did her lightsabers go out like that, like we're seeing.
So what he's using, it's this thing from Legends material too. It starts with a C. It's like a I forget exactly what it's called, but it's a thing that bounty hunters and some Sith Lords used to use to dispel the lightsaber. It would dispel it so that it's not something they made up. It's really not. It's pulled from Legends material.
No. We think they read the Legends material and are bringing it into live action.
Legends canon.
Thank you, Black Panther and Robert Gray. It's the Cordis.
Again, since when was Legends still canon?
Oh, it's not.
We're stepping all over Legends with this show. Why all of a sudden to explain the goddamn lightsaber headbutts and we talking about Legends now? Come on now. And then even if I let that go, what is going on with the impaling and how inconsistent it is? So Sabine
is very inconsistent.
Gets stabbed through the heart, but the two Jedis that got slashed and stabbed through the heart died instantly.
Very inconsistent.
I just at least make the damage consistent so that the same things happen to people as they're getting hit with these beams of light. That's all I'm asking for. That's just make it make sense. Now the choreography was nice. I love practical fighting scenes. I will never look over one, and it was pretty good. I even seen I don't think it was better, but I did see the comparisons or the ode to Duel of the Fates, right? With Osha.
Yeah, I didn't think it was better.
Or with May, not with Osha, with May.
Mm-hmm.
And so I seen what they were trying to do. It had me too often going back to wait, that didn't make sense. Why did that happen? For me to actually key into the whole overlay of the situation. No,
it definitely wasn't better than Duel of the Fates. It was good, but it wasn't no Duel of Fates. I liked how fast. I think what I liked about it was out of all the Star Wars shows, even Obi-Wan, with them talking about that Vader fight was supposed to be just fantastic. I think that's the best lightsaber fights we've gotten since, I don't know, what was the last live action big deal like that?
Luke at the end of season 2, that was cool.
Luke
That
at the end
was
of season
cool.
2.
But I'm talking
Luke was
lightsaber to
dramatic.
lightsaber. I'm
Yeah,
talking
probably.
lightsaber
In
to
live
lightsaber.
action, does Clone
So
Wars
it-
season 7 count because they
Clone,
use
I
live
look like
action?
Clone Wars.
They did use live action for those fights. That was
But what about
that's a good fight.
Attack of the Clones?
No,
I think-
wait, Revenge of the
Or
Sith.
Revenge of the
had-
Sith. Revenge
Yeah,
of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge would be the last. So yeah, so since Revenge, that's probably one of the best lightsaber battles we've had. It was cool. It
Darius, You're
is.
forgetting there was a sequel trilogy where there was 3 movie.
Oh, I
quality
didn't
films.
forget.
None
Oh,
of-
I didn't forget.
So
None of those. Not one of those.
Force Awakens. Hold on, wait. Force Awakens. Rey and Kylo Ren's first battle.
I don't like. It's underwhelming to
one?
me. It's underwhelming to me.
okay, surely you liked The Last Jedi when they were up.
I don't
Remember
like that
the-
film at all.
Stop.
Nothing
Okay,
from that film.
Well, in the 3rd movie, there was lightsaber dueling, right? No.
No.
Was
Yeah.
there lightsaber dueling? I don't.
I guess not. I guess
No,
technically they
there
were on the
wasn't.
same
I don't.
team.
Hold on, wait.
Is there a lightsaber fight?
Yeah,
in?
there is. The planet where it rains. Rey fought Kylo.
Oh yeah, but that's like the only one, isn't it? Is that
Yeah,
it?
but they ended up fighting together.
Yeah, versus the Knights of Ren. How do you own Star Wars for this many years and that's all we've got?
We
Telling
almost
you,
went
bro.
an entire movie for the finale of a trilogy without a lightsaber fight.
Telling you, it was beautiful the way she was just and how fast it was. It was quick. That's what I love too, and the flips, and people weren't afraid to use the
Also-
fucking force. And I was like, let's go.
Can somebody explain to me why old girl the Padawan was practicing with a stick 2 days ago and now she can expertly wield 2 lightsabers versus a Sith Lord? Can somebody catch me up to how that happened? Where did this maturity come from?
The Force
That
is
too.
female.
Or somebody tell me why May locked up her homeboy, put him in a trap, and said, "Ooh, I'm gonna turn myself into the Jedi." And then the minute she sees the Jedi, she does not stop running away from them the entire time. Even when the girl catches up with him, she isn't like, "Hey, I was trying to turn myself in. I'm sorry. Please take me to the ship. Take me to my sister." No, she
Yeah, that
fights
whole
her
thing's been
in.
terrible. That was terrible. The whole like she's the most up and down character. One minute she's killing all the Sith, the next minute she's turning herself in. Now she's killing the Sith again. You take May and Osha out, it's slightly a better show. You take that whole story out with them, it is slightly a better show.
I honestly don't know, and it's probably going to come in the last episode because she's a shoddy writer, but I don't know why they needed to be in the show. Part play in the show. To me, everything has been about the creation of the Sith so far, with the side plot being that Osha and May maybe were created by the Force and had to, were split apart after the calamity. But that seems like a side plot almost now, as opposed to being the main story.
Yeah.
I don't understand what role they play.
I wish I
don't
could
know.
add more to this because I didn't watch the Acolyte show. So, like, I'm sorry.
I will
I'd
tell
love
you,
to talk about-
I will tell you, if you want to watch some good lightsaber fights, just give 5. The dialogue and the reveal of who the Sith is, stupid as fuck. I don't like it. But the lightsaber fighting, I was like, this is pretty good.
So this material, Colorososis, it can also stop a stun gun from stunning you.
Yeah, right. So she shoots the gun while they're on that other planet, right, at that building, and it explodes. It's combustible. All of a sudden, she's shooting it now, and it's like a force field gun or something like that.
Yeah.
Shot at May while she was escaping the first time, and it was a whole explosion behind her.
Yeah.
Now she's shooting guns, and it's just like
The red
Like
is
a
the
heavy
blaster
buff.
bolt. The blue circle is stun. I know that. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
you saying she switched over to stun after she said she don't give a damn, and that the Jedi was her problem, or excuse me, that May was the Jedi's problem, and that she was about to leave. She didn't want to have nothing to do with it. That's when she decided to put it after she told homeboy to kill her if they run up on her again and not to hesitate. She put her gun on stun.
Yes.
I'll tell you though, they did make me. Not my jaw didn't drop, but I did. It was a oh shit moment when the way that Yord was killed. I was like, oh, we went there. We really went there. I was like, well, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it.
I didn't expect it. You're right. I did not expect that.
I didn't expect it.
It got him out of there.
Yeah. So
You want to knock out this Bronny James topic in 3 minutes?
go ahead.
LeBron James, the greatest basketball player, or at least one of them, has a lot of pull. If anyone can do this, it's him. His son, who he's been dreaming to play in the NBA, he can play basketball well enough to go to Division I college, okay? There was an illness that took away from his success, but he got back in there. He's been trained and now is being heavily coached by his father, who was one of the greatest that ever do it. And he deserves to be on the Lakers team. I don't think they needed to draft him in the second round. They could have drafted some regular guy and then got somebody else, got him outside. But look, he's here. It's great news. To have your son play with you is the most amazing kind of thing that I've ever heard of in basketball. You know, he's probably thinking when the child was born back in 2004, I'm going to be a young father. Oh my God, there's so much responsibility, all this. And now you're still on your last legs. You're going to have the longest longevity, most seasons played in this league. You still have that, and you have your kid with you on the bench, picking up pointers. And when you leave basketball, you will set him up for success where he's still in the league afterwards. This is great for LeBron, the James family, and I want to see Bryce do it next.
I think it's great. Now, do I think that this is a good, is this like, are the Lakers doing this to build on a future, or no? This is purely for entertainment purposes, I think. And but I'm here for it because this has never been done in basketball. We haven't seen this, and I'm not even a LeBron fan. But I said I definitely would love to see him and his him and his son play together in the league. And so I don't think it's for any other reasons other than, hey, look what we just did. We can, because we can.
Okay, y'all done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, all right, here we go. Because I know we're short on time.
The 55th pick.
Michael Jordan had two sons. One of them played at the University of Illinois. The other one played at UCF. Neither one of them got any reputable time in the NBA.
What a bad father.
Shaquille O'Neal has two sons, I believe.
That youngest one might make it. Sharif
O'Neal played at UCLA, had a heart condition. He's playing in the G League right now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Zaire Wade, Dwayne Wade's son.
G League.
There's absolutely no reason, none, not a single iota. Shout out to my frat. Not a single iota why Bronny James should be in the NBA right now.
LeBron is active, unlike the other examples you gave us.
Listen. LeBron James has done his son no favors. When rubber meets the pavement, Bronny James will be the same player that couldn't earn a starting job at USC, played behind Collier, who got drafted top 10, and then at that averaged 4 points a game. 4 points a game. My man didn't average double-digit points off the bench in college. There's absolutely no reason why the Lakers should have spent a pick on him. And the only reason
James.
The only reason why he's in the league is because of his father.
Well, he gets 15 spots on a roster and the greatest
favors. Guys, if he'd have stayed at USC for another year, hell, if he'd have went to the G League and worked his way in, guys would not have it in their mind innately to go after him. But because he got a spot that only 60 people a year get, he got a spot that only 60 individuals per year got because of his name, not because of his talent, not because of his promise, not because of his potential, but because his last name is James and his dad is literally putting the franchise in a chokehold.
I agree completely.
That is not that doesn't speak confidence to me. Like if we're taking it from the angle of this is this is a black athlete exercising his weight the way that white businessmen and executives have been doing for years, fine, I can see that. Coaching, front office, all of that professional sports really is a lot of nepotism.
Sure.
You are trying to pigeonhole yourself as the greatest player of all time. You don't think anybody is going to hold it against you that you forced the greatest franchise of all time in NBA history to draft your son when he's not an NBA player.
Does that have anything to do with why your Lakers flag is not behind you anymore?
Hey man, fuck that flag. Listen, I am not coming back to the Lake Show. This
Where's the
this
flag?
will not wave again until the Jameses are on another franchise or in retirement. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing this game. I root for the Lakers because they had 17 chips.
Yeah.
I rooted for the Lakers because they had a 5-time champion in Kobe, because they had a 4-time champion in Shaq. They had a 4-time champion in Magic. They had a 4-time champion in Kareem. They had Elgin Baylor. They had George Mikan. They had Jerry West. They had Wilt Chamberlain. We come from a long line of winners, not guys who hire or pay reporters to try and discredit my competition in the GOAT competition. Not try and strong arm my organization with my impending renewal of my contract with drafting my son, who's not NBA ready, who I forced into the draft so that I could play with him for narrative purposes.
That's
He can't
it.
help you win no championship.
No, it's not about that.
Games. He can't do anything for you except for embarrass you. How long do y'all think it's going to be when Bronny can't contribute on this team before he becomes the biggest story on the Lakers? How long do y'all think that's going to take?
What does that
It's gonna go
matter?
from this heartfelt story about a son playing with his father to hey, this man can't hoop. Why is he out there?
Thanasis Antetokounmpo. I mean Kostas, I should say. Whichever one it is.
It's
The other
not
one.
LeBron James Jr. If he was Giannis Antetokounmpo Jr., then maybe we'd have an argument here. He's not the heir apparent to LeBron James.
And Marcus, if he's good, if he can be a 3 and D,
Then he totally proved me wrong, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, but here's the thing, too. From a basketball standpoint, logically, he's not better than Jared McCain, who was making, he's not better than Cooper Flagg, who's not even at Duke yet.
He's not better than TJ McConnell. He's not better than Matthew Dellavedova.
he doesn't have to be better than anyone. Do we remember Jeremy Lin? Just this guy just dominated his skill set. It was what it was, but he still was.
Jeremy Lin will beat LeBron James Jr. in a game to 12-0 right now.
Now, could he go out there and be a role player? Possibly. He could possibly go out there and be a role player.
How can we say that when we know there are guys who started on college teams? There are
That's
all
true.
conference guys coming out of college right now
That is
who are
true.
going to be role players on NBA teams next year.
There's a lot of
That's very
roles.
true.
As we learned from the Boston Celtics, who's the guy that they give the ball to shoot half-court shots? Bronny James could be good at something. He can run and jump and dunk. He's capable. He has a body, and if they say all you're going to do is shoot corner threes or all you're going to do is this and that, he can execute. And there's so much rosters. There's times where guys don't even play. Like, he'll be in a suit for some games.
It's the opportunity, though, Chill.
That's
There's
unfair to everyone else.
There's 30 picks in the first round. There's 30 picks in the second round. He's not one of the best 30 picks in either one of those rounds. He's just.
I take my earlier statement back to about the younger O'Neal. I don't think he will. I had to meditate on that for a
take that
minute.
back. Now, Bryce James absolutely will. Bryce James is already 6'5".
He can play.
6'5", he can shoot, has a handle, and plays defense.
Ooh, at
I
them
never
early days he
saw
could.
any of that out of Bronny, even when he was physically towering over his competition. All of a sudden, he gets the Sierra Cannon. His height levels off. The skill doesn't take another step. He goes to USC, sets the bench behind Isaiah Collier, and then all of a sudden, we start hearing rumblings about him entering the NBA draft.
And he was surrounded by some dogs at Sierra Canyon.
He's a 6'1" guard with an okay handle, streaky shooter, and he doesn't defend.
Okay.
Now, which one is now put that description on another guard, and y'all tell me which one. They tell me he's going to be successful.
I think the James factor cannot be ignored. I don't know if any of these other guards who have those qualifications are also being raised and groomed from boyhood for
I
the
don't think that
NBA.
matters, man. You got it or you not.
Well, this
You got it or
summer
you
he's
don't
going to
have
be
it.
with
I
LeBron.
would disagree. That AAU basketball shit is nasty. These kids are coming out of the womb with a basketball in their hand, and it is all day and night basketball.
No,
Eat,
it's
sleep,
not all
breathe.
day and night. That's wrong.
Most of them.
It's all day and night LeBron James basketball. Your coach, your father, when you're at home, the messages that you, the
That
lessons
talks
that you're
about
learning.
his mentality and what he
Wait,
knows
who are we
about the
talking about? Are
game.
we talking about
Like
Bronny?
I'm showing you why Bronny is
Bronny's-
different from your AAU family.
Bronny's basketball acumen is probably on another world.
No. I'm not talking about my AAU. I'm just talking about an AAU in general. This Bronny, who also played AAU basketball, that is a different monster. Those kids are eating, sleeping, breathing basketball.
I believe it, y'all. But at the end of the day, we can see what he is as a player. I don't need to know what his background is.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
a player.
I'm talking about what. Damn, what did Chill say to make me say that?
I said that
No, he was saying like LeBron has kind of ingrained the idea of basketball into him, and he's kind of surpassed peers in that way. And
Okay,
even
now
as a
I
kid-
get what you're saying, Chill. You're saying his okay. I get what you're saying. His
no
father.
matter what these AAU kids have, LeBron Jr. has
Right.
LeBron Sr.
Right,
on him.
right.
watching
And now with
entire
the summer-
season of AAU kids cooking him. Like
That's
we can't
true, too.
ignore what happens when he's on a stage with equal talent. When he's playing other elite basketball players who also had basketball on their mind, who may have had an NBA father or NBA player in their family as well. Maybe not LeBron James.
That's the
But-
point.
Fam, you were acting like because LeBron James knocked up Savannah James, that means the next greatest basketball player of all time is about to come out of her womb. That's
No.
not how it works.
No, genetically, sure, that is how it works. But I mean, this summer he has LeBron as a mentor to speak to. Oh, let me show you what to do.
He's lived
I'm
with
gonna
it his entire life. What is this summer gonna change?
because now we're there.
They got a basketball in their backyard.
So we're there.
No, man, no. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen very soon, and it's gonna be very obvious about why this all happened. They better hope they win some games, because that's the only thing that's gonna hide this. He's not ready. He's not.
Okay.
He should have played college ball this year.
We'll see. I'm interested to see some of these other picks.
Thanks for joining.
Now the first dude that they got picked from Tennessee is nice.
I'm ready to see Jared. I'm a Jared McCain fan and I'm a Cooper Flag fan too. I'm ready for him to get in the league. Actually, I'm ready to see what he does at Duke. So, kid's good. White boy. Pretty
Kobe
go.
took 2 years, $60 million. He took 2 years, $60 million, and retired at the end of that contract. He got $30 million a year for his last 2 years, and then retired.
Close, chill. You guys close for me. I have to get.
We out. Follow me, Back of the Bus. We're here on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and we live stream on Sundays.
Follow Planet Fanatics. Follow
you follow
Chillmonger.
us. Yeah, follow us. You know
Later.
where we are. Peace out.
We got to